The sports page with the Orlando Sentinel and FM 96.9 The Game's Mike the Bulldog Bianchi.
On JRR.
The Bulldog Sports Page brought to you by Kaufman and Lind Injury Attorneys. Still undefeated at home. The Orlando Magic, Bulldog.
The Franz getting it done again. He scores 29 points. Jalen Suggs hits a couple of free throws with about 10 seconds left. The Magic beat the Pacers 94-90 last night. As you mentioned, unbeaten at home. They're 6-0 at home this season. They've won 13 in a row at home dating back to last year. And yeah, they're playing really well right now. The Franz, by the way, one of only 7 players in the NBA currently averaging 20-plus points, 5-plus rebounds, 4-plus assists, 1.5 steals. The others are Luka Doncic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Jason Tatum, Nikola Jokic, De'Aaron Fox, and James Harden. The front, with Paolo out right now, the Franz, he will be an all-star this season.
Dude,
that's my prediction.
To have his name mentioned above all those, I just watched Pat shake his head like, wow, that's impressive. I mean, you got Doncic in there and all that. Wow.
You can say, color me impressed, Bulldog.
There you go. Yeah. And by the way, it's great what the Franz is doing, scoring points and all that, but the Magic's defense, number 1 in the league right now. You saw that again last night. They had 10 blocks, 8 steals, allowed Indiana to shoot just 38% from the floor. So that's why the Magic are winning these games right now. So, speaking of the NBA, wow. Did you see what Giannis did last night? Giannis Antetokounmpo, 59 points for the Bucks. They win in overtime. Giannis now has 9 career 50-point, 10 rebounds games. Just 3 other players have done that. Wilt, Kareem, and Shaq.
Jeez.
So,
God,
yeah. What else we got going on here?
Hey, you guys want to go rob a professional football player's home this weekend?
Oh, did you see, Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes both got their houses robbed. I do have a question about Travis Kelce's, the robbery on his home. $20,000 in cash. Who keeps $20,000 in cash?
That's like us having like $20-$40 out on the counter just laying out.
Yeah.
You know, I would assume.
Like a hundo, probably.
Yeah.
He's got it in his couch cushions. 20,000.
You never know when you're going to need $20K cash, right?
Hey, when you have that, I'm not even going to say her name, but when you have her by your side, you might need, some quick diamond cash or something.
By the way, this happened a long time ago, but Drew Bledsoe, remember him, right? Former quarterback of the Patriots back before Brady. So he signed a huge contract with the Patriots. And his dad was riding with him in his car one day. And his dad went to get something out of the glove compartment or something. And he's rustling through the papers in the glove compartment. And he found 2 $180,000 checks in the glove compartment. And they were like, a couple months old. And he goes, "What are these?" He goes, Bledsoe goes, "Oh, I forgot about those."
I remember you telling that story years ago when we were talking about the one player, I think it was Gronk, who was just living off just his endorsement money, and then you segged into that Bledsoe story. That is epic.
It's like Caddyshack. Here's an uncashed check for $20,000. Oh, keep it. Keep it. In all seriousness, though, when you hear break-ins at professional players' homes, I always flash back to Sean Taylor and that tragedy.
Yeah. Oh, that was a tragedy. I actually went to his funeral when they had his funeral, did a big story on that. Of course, former University of Miami player, played for the then Washington Redskins. So,
if that dude would have had a full career, my God.
Monster.
He was a role model.
There probably would have been even more rules enacted to prevent injuries from hits he applied.
Yeah, he was a monster. DJ Lagway, Gator quarterback Billy Napier had a press conference last night. Looks like DJ Lagway is getting ready to play against LSU this weekend up at the Swamp. So if DJ Lagway plays, I think the Gators may have a chance in that game. Billy Napier says he's practiced for 3 straight games. So hopefully DJ Lagway will play. in that game.
Good
The
for
Miami
him.
Dolphins. Yeah. Be awesome. Gators trying to get bowl eligible. By the way, the Miami Dolphins, their coach Mike McDaniel had a press conference. So a former Dolphins player, Deshaun Elliott, who now plays for the Steelers as a safety, he went on one of these player podcasts earlier this week and said the Dolphins were soft as you know what, called them a soft team. So Mike McDaniel was asked about it yesterday, and he goes, on a podcast, huh? Cool, podcast. Yeah. I think player podcasts have jumped the shark, in my opinion.
Oh, man.
Right there with social media influence.
Are you sure, man? Dudes on dudes sounds intriguing.
It's a fine offering from, Never mind. Moving right along. Hey, Bulldog, extremely tough test for the Lightning tonight. They face Winnipeg. Winnipeg is 15-1.
I know. They're off to an unbelievable start. By the way, watch out for my man Saquon Barkley in the Thursday night football game tonight. He's on my fantasy team. People been trying to make trades with me. I'm holding on to Saquon. He will go for about 158 yards tonight.
At least you hope.
You ready for this? Yeah. I've lost 8 weeks in a row.
Oh my God.
No, I'm almost not even. I'm top of the waiver wire. I don't even think I'm picking anymore.
You think you should start picking out the grocery items you're going to need to make that fancy schmancy pricey meal for your fellow league members.
For the co.
Yeah, it's the Commanders versus the Eagles tonight. Good game. Good game.
All right, Mike the Bulldog Bianchi, host of Open Mic weekday mornings on Adjacent to Us, AM 740 and FM 96.9 The Game. And he takes a few minutes out of his show to pop over here for the sports page each morning on JRR, brought to you by Kaufman and Lind.
Listen to Under Oath with attorney Jeff Kaufman every Saturday morning, 7:30 on FM 96.9 The Game. You can catch extended versions of Under Oath on your favorite streaming platform.
Lynch Taco. On demand. Download the iHeartRadio app.
From the boat.